Hi ladies, it's Victoria. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I told you guys that today, Wednesday, and sorry, I still have this sore on the side of my tongue and it makes it hard to talk. I told you that today I'd be getting a call from the embryology team to let me know what's going on. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update. It's not good news. We went up one embryo, one that didn't seem like it was fertilizing actually did. So we have 9 instead of the 8 that I thought we had. However, all of them show fragmentation, ranging between 15 and 30%. And that's not good. For those of you who are more familiar with this, you'll know that that's not a good sign. And most of them are on the higher end of that fragmentation versus the lower end. Anything under 25% has a better chance of implantation, but anything over 25 is just not good. And most of them are on that higher range. Now, of course, there's still always a chance that the fragmentation resolves itself, whereas the embryologist put it, spits out the fragmentation and everything clears up. There's a possibility, but it's not a good one. And even if most of the fragmentation clears up, there's still a very small likelihood that any of them would be ranked in the A or B category, which is what they need to be for PGD. So at this point, and I don't want to come off like I'm trying to be this negative person, because you guys know me. That's not who I am. I always try to find the positive and be hopeful, even when I shouldn't. But this is one of those times I just can't keep believing that there's going to be good news on Friday, because I think my whole world will crash down if I allow myself to keep believing that there's any chance. And because all of them are showing fragmentation and not just some of them, most likely 99%, that means there's something chromosomally going on with either Jason or myself that's being passed on, most likely myself, that's causing this issue, which is really hard to hear. It's really hard to hear, and it can't be fixed. There's nothing we can do about it. And the hardest part, I think, of all is, well, there's a lot of hard parts, but one of the hardest parts is knowing that we've had all of this genetic testing done, and other than my MTFHR, nothing, which has nothing to do with what's happening, nothing else was found, and there's nothing that points to what's going on. And my genetic testing was extremely extensive, and Jason's, was pretty extensive as well, and he is so healthy and has no issues that, they find it hard to believe that it would be him. And there's no real history of issues in his family, whereas there is in mine. If you guys don't know, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not in a video. I think I probably have, but it may have been a while. My parents had trouble conceiving. It took them 7 years to get pregnant with me. Well, they didn't have miscarriages. It still took them, or at least none that they knew of. She could have had a very similar issue. There's no way to know. But it took her 7 years to get pregnant with me. So, there's definitely history. My grandmother had a miscarriage. One of my aunts had a miscarriage. There's a lot more of that on my side of the family. So chances are good that it's something to do with me and my eggs versus Jason. I just can't even believe I'm saying any of this stuff. I really, really thought that this was going to be it. I thought we had identified all the problems, and clearly we haven't. And, you know, again, I don't want to come off sounding like the world's most negative person, but I can't keep hoping. I just can't, because I know what's going to happen if I convince myself to believe everything can be okay. And then Friday we get the call that we're out of luck. And I guess, and I know I already said this, but the hardest part of all of this is it for us. If this doesn't work, this is the end of our hope for biological children. Because if it's a chromosomal issue, which is what my doctor believed it to be, my fertility specialist, and the results so far are proving that that's the case, you know, we can't move forward. And I know that there's other options, donor cycles. You know, obviously you guys know we're very open to adoption, so that's not a problem. But right now, in the moment, talking about letting go of having our own children, it's the hardest thought in the world. It's all I've ever wanted, and it's all Jason's ever wanted. And I just can't imagine not being able to give this to him or having it work out the way. Anyway, I know so many of you have been through so much worse, so I apologize. I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. You know, but they already pretty much told me in my phone call this morning that if this doesn't work, it's not like a second cycle is going to change a chromosomal issue. And to be honest, financially and just physically, I can't, and emotionally, I can't put myself through this again. We've already had 5 miscarriages, and now I have 9 more that I don't know that I'm going to get to see any of. So it's a lot of heartbreak. So anyway, I've been crying for long enough. Sorry. I have a cold on top of all of this, which is just lovely. I'm going to go and try to do some research and just relax a little bit. I wish I could get away for a while. But unfortunately, I don't have the financial capability to do that. We don't have vacation, and we don't have the money to do those things. So keep on keeping on, I guess. But I am still praying for a miracle, but I'm just trying to prepare for the worst. So I will definitely update you guys on Friday and let you know what's going on. But I promised to always be honest with you guys, and so I wanted to make this video and let you guys know where we are. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I say this often, but it does. It really means the world to me, and I don't know how I'd get through this without you guys. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.